one question that came out a lot was, of course, regarding the allegations that came out at the Nhlanhla Commission about whether or not you as the EFF are involved in contracts in these metros where you are involved in coalitions. Can you state categorically that you don't use your MMCs as the EFF to try and get access to tenders or give tenders to specific companies that are linked to the organization?
We don't do that, but also, Clement, nothing like that came out of Nhlanhla. There's nothing like that. They said the deputy chief of police got 7 companies, and then he gave them to
CFO.
To that
Sergeant
Nkosi. Then he asked Nkosi, please ask the CFO if these are legitimate companies from the EFF. They never said the companies were from. Someone gave them the list, and they wanted to authenticate whether that is from the EFF. They never said there was any authentication by the EFF that this is their list. So there is no such allegation that the EFF gave them a list. The EFF doesn't get involved in tenders. The EFF doesn't give anyone a list and say, do the following. We don't know the CFO. We don't know the deputy chief of police. We don't know Nkosi. They are all employed by governments in those municipalities. We never employed any CFO. We never employed any deputy chief of police. We never employed Nkosi to an extent that we can give them, a list and say, this is the list of the EFF. That is a complete lie. They must tell you who gave them a list. They were still coming to verify the list with me. And I'm still waiting for them to come to me and ask me, is this an EFF list? I will ask them for the minutes where such a decision was taken to send such name.
Will you support calls for an investigation into the CFO there in Tshwane as the EFF in council?
Yeah, an investigation is more than welcome, but the list doesn't come from the CFO. The list comes from the deputy chief of police, asking Nkosi to ask the CFO to investigate the EFF.
Yeah, I'm asking
if there's any wrongdoing of the CFO, investigate him. He's not an EFF member. He's not an EFF deployee. We have no reason. We have no any hold over him. And if there's any action, they can take any action. Actually, the MMC, Ubakeng, was telling me that they had a meeting of ESCO or whatever they call it, which took a decision to take action against the CFO.
Okay.
And we said we support that. There's no problem at all.